Hey guys, welcome. Dave Santarelli here from Santarelli Trading Exchange, BreakingChartAlerts.com, Stock Options Trading Academy. First things first, guys, market. AMD is getting a nice little pop here. We have an AMD trade challenge trade, and if you guys are watching me on video here, I set up this other computer here, the Lenovo, to lock in profits on AMD. We got a massive profit on AMD. I'm gonna lock that in right now, sell to close. Let's see, let's see if we can get 3.40. Wow, we'll probably be able to get 360. Sell to
EMC
close.
Global Eagle
Please trade.
$7 now, up 231% at the high.
See, guys, we
EMC
just
at
closed
the
out our
window.
AMD trade for a massive gain. Let's see what we closed that out for here. Order status completed. We closed AMD 3.60.
Global Eagle
This was for the AMD
for
July 31st 65 strike call. This was a trade challenge trade. What were we in this for, Efren? Do you know the price, the entry for AMD? I sold AMD, massive gain there on that big pop. She's still climbing nicely. Guys, our SPY put now, I'm going to sell that. We got that in the trade challenge account here too.
Even when we do get to the other side of the pandemic on the business side. But you're right, Carl. We were watching these numbers closely. They did end the second quarter at American Express with 6.6 billion in credit.
Alrighty, guys, I just sold our SPY put hedge we had. Actually, this wasn't a hedge, this was a trade challenge trade yesterday. So used to saying hedge. We are out of the SPY put at 2.07. 2.07, we just locked in $562.30 in the trade challenge account right here. So that's the trade challenge account. We're going to be making some day trades on that. The important thing when growing a small account here, guys, the most important thing when growing a small account is, number one, taking profits more frequently than you're taking a loss, right? So when you got that gain there, don't be greedy. Don't look for those big gains. You're growing a small account. So you want to take baby steps till you grow that account to at least $5,000, $10,000. Once we start doing that with regular calls and puts, then we can move on to some other strategies. For right now, we just locked in really nice gains on the trade challenge trade. We only have one loser in the account so far, and that's that USO, which we got for the January 2021 Expo. I always thought that was going to continue to climb. It has climbed. The only thing is, COVID is not, we're not going to see a vaccine until December or January of 2021. So that means that the demand for oil is going to remain low until that vaccine's made and everything gets back to normal. So now we got this account. We started with $2,500. The account right now is at $2,611.60. So we made about an $1,100 profit, even with the $800 loss right now in the USO that I'm seeing here unrealized in the account. If I wanted to close out USO, I'd be left with that $3,611.60. So it's nice how you see, you got to take that one loser, and look at that. We've almost doubled our account already with the trade challenge account. 3,600, another couple of trades like that, and we've doubled our account already. And we just recently started really trading the trade challenge account. So nice job on the trade challenge account. Now we're going to be looking for some more day trades in the trade challenge account in the afternoon. So I'm probably going to be live a little bit earlier today in the afternoon trading session, probably around 1-ish. I want to find some good trades for the trade challenge account. Because the whole point of growing that small account there, I think we could take that 2,500, turn it into about 10,000 by the end of August. So we're at 3611 now. We started with 2,500. Let's grow that. Okay, now back over here. Now I'm back on the main screen here. Let me see what AMD is going for now. Let's see here. We closed the AMD for 3.60. Let me see what it's at now.
Yeah, it's amazing, and it also
AMD.
shows why tech investors are often so hesitant to lead with the value proposition. I mean,
That was the 65 strike. She's at 375 by 390 now. We closed it out at 3.6. So it would have made another $30 a contract there. But nice game. Alrighty, let's see here. Vinny, I have a lot of hope for Moderna. Absolutely. Remember, Vinny, the stage or the phase 4 trials are starting on the 27th there, 30,000 patient trial. So once we start getting data from how effective that vaccine is, we're going to see those shares start to spike there.
MTNB, Martinez Biopharma, Michael.
Wow,
Jackson,
guys, look at this
Raul,
breaking
Pentax,
news down here. We're probably going to see the markets pull back. AMD is still rocketing higher. We're going to make another trade on AMD shortly. COVID-19 patients in Arizona are being transferred to New Mexico hospitals because of staffing shortages and lack of beds in Arizona. That's breaking news. So that's going to make the markets pull back further here. So U.S. indices are trading lower amid U.S.-China tensions after China ordered the closure of the U.S. consulate in Chengdu.
drew a lot of folks in. It's really wrong to talk about the Robinhood traders. Maybe it's just kind of
AMD is still rocketing higher here. Nice climb in AMD.
on a small time basis.
If we want, we could day trade AMD. I think she could possibly get up to that $70 today. I think it's easily going to see $70 next week. If we take a look at the option chain here on AMD,
A lot of them are very short dated. So
Amazon's looking horrible on that pullback. Down 56 points, 2%,
it's good for the brokers.
29.25.
Just a phase where we're seeing a lot of this sort of new experimental money, people getting into it.
Now you guys see, watch this.
It's zero sum money.
You see what I was doing with these higher risk trades here. Look,
Is that it might not be something that's
especially during this time of market volatility.
more of an asset gathering model rather than just
Here's the trades I was making on Amazon. Do you see how small they are? That's the key in this type of market, is trading small. 5 contracts, that's not much.
institutions have been a little bit hesitant.
AMD is still on the climb here. Let me see AMD July 24th, the 67 strip. Wow, that's crazy expensive for today's expo. Let's look at another trade for AMD here for the July 31st. The 65 is now going for 435. Wow.
Delaying indefinitely the release of Mulan, which
Let's see here.
pushing back as well.
I wouldn't mind picking up the 67 strike call here.
Carl, the relationship between
BOXL, Boxlight regains compliance with NASDAQ minimum bid price requirements. That's Bravo Oscar.
I'm going to make a small trade on AMD for next week.
be able to open up in a widely speaking,
Let me first look at 3-month daily.
and what the approach is going to be of the Disneys, of the Warners, of the Paramounts as well, which I think also had news this morning about an upcoming movie that was planning to go to the big screen and may end up on the smaller screen.
Let me look at the calendar here. AMD. Okay, so AMD has earnings on the 28th on Tuesday. Okay. See, the thing is, if there's some profit takers coming in Monday, I don't want to make that trade today for AMD. She just ran from 55 all the way up to almost 70. So it might pull back on Monday, which means then I'm going to probably have to hold it into earnings. And that's going to create a high risk scenario there.
No doubt. And you know, again, we're going to keep a close eye on this changing relationship because it really is a significant one that is in the midst of great upheaval, as so much else is. Guys, deal news this morning, not much, but there was a deal NRG announcing this morning. Fairly large deal, in fact, $3.6 billion transaction this morning for that energy company. And let me just find there's a look at NRG. I also wanted to see the owner
Nice job on that AMD trade there. Let's see. I don't think it's going to be wise to pick that up now, the AMD. Maybe Monday we could pick that up. It's possible we could trade it here for a day trade.
billion that NRG is spending here, all in cash, as you see.
Q's continuing to break down, guys. SPY, take a look here. SPY, Q's. I think we could make some day trades now. Dow's down about 179. Nasdaq's down 224. I think we're going to see a much larger pullback today with everything going on. So I'm going to make some early day trades here right now, and then we're going to hold on to those for a bit today.
Guys, I was going to just mention Tesla. It's not news driven.
Let's see. S&P is down about 1%. Dow is down about 0.62. Let's see Diamond ETF. I think that's going to have a bigger pullback. The industrials are not strong right now, especially with the tensions with China going on. It's take a look today. Diamond ETF. Let's see if we got some volume on the 265 puts. Dirt cheap here on these. So if the market drops 100 points from now until the end of the day here, you're going to make some quick gains on this, especially at 264. I think I'm going to pick up the 264 strike put. Let me do that in the trade challenge account, actually. So I'm going to move over to this side now. Those of you that are with me on Zoom now, the pro traders, I had to go on this computer where I have the trade challenge account set up, and I'm going to go to option chain. Let me put on SPY here. Elias, this was set on a 10-minute chart. Let me get off the
Fast response and great service. And it doesn't stop there. We're also here to help look ahead. That's why we're helping members catch up by spreading endless USAA insurance benefits over the next 12 months. So you can keep more cash in your pockets when it matters.
There we go.
That's just one of the many ways we're here to help the military community.
I'm just adding the averages here quick.
We are Empower Retirement, and we are singularly focused on transforming how people save and invest by giving over 9.6 million people around our country the guidance they need to help them pursue the future they imagine, and helping more than 40,000 organizations offer their employees a better retirement plan. We make it easier for people to take action so they can focus on today while saving for tomorrow.
Okay, got the SMA set up here on this. Now I'm going to be looking at SPY SPY. July 24th. Do we want to go with that or Diamond here? I think we were talking about Diamond. Let's put the Diamond on the chart here too. Okay, so I'm going to look at the Diamond 264 put.
Your house is your future. Protected from unexpected expenses. Leaf Filter prevents damage to your home and keeps loved ones safe. At this challenging time, your safety is our priority. You're at home and see things that need work, but gutter cleaning is dangerous. With Leaf Filter, you don't have to climb a ladder to
ETE,
clean your
Polarity
house.
TE, going on the top here, Alpha Tango Echo.
Protect your home.
Company had
in your
a
future.
press release out earlier.
Visit us online at getleaffilter.com.
Okay, guys, I just entered into a Diamond put here. The Diamond July 24 264 strike put. I am in at, let me see, I'm in at 67 cents a contract. So that one I'm going to set there and let that. That's on the other computer in back of me. Now I'm back here with you guys on YouTube and Zoom. Now we got that made for the Diamond ETF. Just going to let that sit there and incubate for a bit.
CHFS getting some volume here. Charlie Hotel Foxtrot Sandy. CHFS.
American Express. Let's see what she's doing today here. Down about 1%.
It clings to the surface, and it instantly fills gaps and holes. FlexBase dries to a strong, flexible rubber, perfect for sealing RVs and campers. Use it to help prevent flood damage. Stop rodents from getting in your home, or even crafts and hobbies. Get FlexBase and the FlexSeal family of products at FlexSealProducts.com. Options at
264 puts. There goes Diamond. Dropping. Big drop. Down to the 10. continuing that drop lower.
Here's a hint about how to make working from home less stressful and more comfortable. Make the switch to X-Chair. No matter where you put the amazing X-Chair, it instantly becomes the most comfortable place in any space. Infinite side float recline and dynamic variable lumbar support make the
Manufacturing
X-Chair
PMI for July, 51.3 versus 51.5 expected. Market composite PMI for July 50. Services PMI for July 49.6 versus 51 expected.
Join the thousands of others who have discovered the joy of working in comfort. Once someone sits in an X-Chair, it feels the amazing DBL support. It's almost impossible to get them out of it. But don't worry.
There we go. We already got a 15% gain on those diamond puts.
And you can get $100 off any model.
15% gain on those diamond puts already. Let's see that continue to drop, create lows. Remember, between about 10 and 11, those COVID numbers come out, and they've been increasing daily. And you're seeing what's going on with COVID and everything else there. So keep that in mind. That's what we're going to be looking for as an event to drive the market slower.
Series started July 17th, so 3 years in running, 51.3 on the manufacturing PMI. That's the best level since January. And of course, the all-time low there was 36.1. That was in April. We look at the PMI for the service sector, 49.6. Not quite up to 50, but also the best level since January. And the low read there was 26.7 in April. The composite PMI right on 50, right on the nose. And do keep in mind that we are seeing lots of excitement in the foreign exchange markets. The euro is king today against the dollar and the Chinese currency. Carl, back to you.
All right, Rick, thanks for that. Rick Santelli. As we said earlier, Verizon's Hans Vesper will join us on this Friday morning. In a moment, don't go anywhere.
From Tap2Pay technology to mobile point of sale, make purchasing easier for your customers with Adyen. And discover a seamless way to let customers pay with touch-free payments. Adyen. Business without boundaries. Businesses are starting to bounce back.
No, Avilio, we're on Zoom.
Deliver in new ways to new customers. What if you could come back stronger, faster, better? At Comcast Business, we want to help you not just bounce back, but bounce forward. That's why we're helping you stay ahead and adapt with a network you can count on, 24/7 support, and flexible solutions that work wherever you are.
That's a little loud there.
Introducing stocks by the size from Fidel. Now you can trade stocks.
It's really a shame. So the news last night and this morning when I watched it, I think it was ABC News. Some of the states are ordering up to 15 refrigerated trailers to store the dead bodies. Unbelievable. So as they're continuing to push that in the news, obviously that's going to cause the markets to pull back. Nice. Vincenzo said he sold AMD for a 278% gain. Nice job, Vincenzo. What'd you have this week's expo, Vincenzo? Yeah, he had the 64 strike call, one of our members here. So we had next week's expo. We actually had one for this week's expo. We sold that early. Vincenzo held on to that, made a 278% gain on AMD. Nice job, buddy.
White House urges Chinese Communist Party to cease these malign actions rather than engage in tit-for-tat retaliation with Changzhou consulate.
What candle did you sell that at? The first candle below the 10 there at the 948? That's right when you posted it at 948. So if that's when you did it, that's a nice candle to sell at. Good job. Qs are continuing to break lower here, guys. Take a look at Qs getting slaughtered. Now you see Qs broke below that 20, so I really think we could see further retracement here, probably down to about 240, which is a big sell-off on Qs. Remember, earnings are coming up. I want to see where this candle ends by the end of today. That's really important for me.
NBCN, Neovasc reducer featured in Germany's second largest national newspaper. November, Victor Charlie November, NBCN, Neovasc.
Good morning, Sergey Petrenko, blah, blah. House flips and investing today on YouTube. Good morning, guys. Paula said AMD Lotto trade. She was in at 10 cents, out at 420. Wow, Paula. So if she got 10 contracts, those 10 contracts only cost her $100. That $100 trade, she just made $4,200 on. A Lotto trade's a high-risk trade, Avilio. A high-risk spec trade, overnight trade. That's incredible. 4.2, divide that by 0.1. Paula just made a 4,200% return on that trade. Amazing.
Gannett popping to the highs, $1.68, up 15% for Gannett. Golf Charlie India.
Paula, you're killing it. Great job. Hell of a job. Paula, what made you go with those? Did you see any unusual option activity on that yesterday, or did you just see that climb in AMD and say, hey, you know what? I want to capture that possible climb off of Intel. Was that a piggyback trade off of Intel earnings, Paula?
CLSK, more new highs now. Charlie,
I was thinking about that yesterday. We should have done a piggyback trade off of Intel earnings.
10 new home sales for June, 700,000, 4%.
Finney says Target's running. There we go. I like Finney much better. I was getting kind of used to calling you Michael Flynn. Target. Having a nice run on Target, holding that 10, retracement down to that 10, climbing, consolidation right here on those 4 candles. Breakout momentum, retracement back down to support at that 10. Held, she's starting to climb. Look for a break above 124.25 for that next big run. Looking good. Let's see where the next resistance is on a daily chart here. So about 125 to 126 short term. And then you're looking at around 130. So I'd say between 126 and 130 you could be looking for with Target. What's Walmart doing today? Anything? Walmart's down a little bit today. Still holding that 10. No confirmation candle. MACD wants to cross, but it hasn't yet. So still within that consolidation, depending on where this candle ends today. Paula, wish I got into that trade with you. Wow. Hell of a trade. How many contracts did you have, Paula? Watch her say 100. 100 contracts for 10 cents. That's only a $1,000 trade. That $1,000 trade would have been worth $42,000. Qs do not want to break higher. SPY's breaking down now here as well. SPY. Got right up to resistance around 320.50 at that 20 SMA. She's further retracing now. See where this candle ends. If we get a confirmation, we're going to be looking for that 319.50 support on SPY. Q's also in BDM, failing at the 20. So now you got to be already thinking, what are the averages doing? What are the ETFs doing here? You're getting up to that 20 as of now and failing. So now if we break below 320 on SPY, we're going to be looking for that next downtrend here, and we could either add to those puts or hold on to them for our target profit area. We start to get a climb. We're looking on Q's here. You're looking for a break above 253. On SPY, you're looking for a run above about 320.50. COVID numbers are going to be coming out within 15 minutes. Florida's first, and then Arizona follows, Nevada follows, and then California comes out next, which is getting devastated. So.
Shares now trading up 34% now, IDXG on that insider buy.
Big dollar number still, given the size of the overall company. Advertising has been a tough market to be in right now. Do you have any expectations there or guidance to give, or is it simply
Getting that 1020 cross. TLT should continue a climb. The dollar's been pretty weak though. I like it. 169 support if you jumped in. I'd probably have that 172 to 175 as the next target.
MTNB.
I think TLT is a great trade to get into for going into the election. We could do a TLT trade idea for I'd say November, December monthly expo. That'd be a safe trade to make.
Continuing to spike here at a high of 332, up about 40% at the high on the 13D filing earlier.
Yeah, well, speaking of advertising, Hamza, you suspended your ads on Facebook. Are you revisiting that at all? Can you give us an update in terms of your approach to that platform as it happens?
They're talking about Verizon, how they stopped advertising on Facebook, if they're going to be doing it again.
SALM, Salem Media getting a pop here, Sandy Alpolima Michael.
Piper Sandler maintains neutral on E-Trade Financial, raises price target of 53. Look at the watch list, see if anything's breaking out here.
I mentioned it in part because of John Stankin, who was yesterday, of course, runs AT&T. He seemed to indicate that
Hey Vincenzo, you happy you took the profits right up there, huh? Nice job doing that.
Coming up, new home sales. 700,000. Forecast a gain of 4% expected. That's coming up in about 1 minute.
Wow, Tesla had a huge pullback. Wonder how Elias is. I don't see him in the trade room today.
NTZ, Natazi, shares inching higher again, hit a high of 315 on their press release earlier, the Matango Zulu. company renewing its securitization facility for a 5-year period. NTZ now at 235, near the intraday high, up 104% for NTZ.
What kind of iron condor did you have, Eddie? T-Doc's going to be a great time to enter, Sajir. Put up
New
T-Doc
home
here.
sales, 776,000 plus 13.8%, much higher than the 4%.
New home sales
New
much
home
higher than
sales.
expected. That's good news. But they also did bring that guidance down significantly for COVID. T-Doc, 212.47, 3-month daily chart here, holding that 20.
S&P
I like it.
futures, moving higher, 32.10.
S&P futures moving higher on that news.
We'll be watching closely, Hans. Certainly, that lack of latency is so important in every conversation about 5G. Hans, thank you as always. Appreciate your taking some time. Carl, over to you.
All right, David. Rick Santelli brought us PMIs a moment ago. He's got some new home sales this morning. Hey, Rick.
Carl, I hope you're sitting down. This is really a spectacular number. For June read on new home sales, we're expecting a number around 700,000. We ended up with 776,000. That's close to a 14% jump. And the reason I find it so amazing is you have to go back to 2007 to find numbers in this range. But to really zero in on just how powerful a number this is, Carl, let's go east to Diana Owen. Diana, great number, don't you think?
I'm watching Diamond ETF here on the other screen on the trade challenge. If that breaks above that 50, I'll exit that. It's only down about 150 bucks right now. We locked in 560, 230 on the trade challenge account, so we'll see if it breaks that 50 there, if it fails at it. If it breaks above it, I'll take a loss on that. She's failing at it now, though. Good morning, Elias. Good morning. How you doing, buddy?
NBEV, New Age Beverage, popping to the high 234.
New Age Beverage, NBev. This is one that we got into months ago, if you guys remember, before I upgraded a larger office here. We were talking about that. Remember the Kardashians were pumping that up? Now see how, you got to be patient enough to hold it out there. I should have held that longer, but that's getting a nice pop there. Looks like she might continue to climb. We got that way back here for back in April or even back in March. I think this is when it had the Kardashian climb. That's actually a hell of an idea for a YouTube video. I could go over a chart on NBev and title it the Kardashian Climb and show how quick that stock doubled back there when, I don't know, what's that one, Kylie announced that she was doing something with them. Stock quickly doubled. I think the company paid like $2 million for their Instagram post with the Kardashians. Visa, let's take a look at Visa here. That diamond trade's only down $100 right now. I'd love to see that continued breakdown here. Now, what's something that could fuel the markets lower now? So you had that little climb on breakout momentum here on Visa, right? Let's put up SPY here too. Here's SPY today, 1 minute. Now take a look. She's getting up to that 50. Is she going to break above it here? Well, what could move the markets lower? Are the COVID numbers coming out? What could make it move higher? Any type of positive news, but what type of positive news are we going to be looking at here? The house numbers were great numbers. That gave the market a little jolt there. Let's see if AMD is starting to move again. I'm watching Diamond here, DIA. Today, 1 minute. Got up to that 50, failing. I want to see if that's going to break below that 20 here.
WHLM, Wilhelmina, halted at the high 599. 69.
Vincenzo, if the COVID numbers were decreasing, absolutely. Unfortunately, though, they're climbing like crazy here.
CDEV, Centennial Resources, Resource Development, near the intraday high now, 7%.
Look at what Trump is tweeting. Great job, Elon Musk, in agreeing to build in Texas what is expected to be the largest auto plant anywhere in the world. He kept his word to me. Texas and Tesla are big winners. I don't know, Texas, it's looking scary out there, Tyler. What they're showing on the news. It makes you wonder if we're really ever going to get back to normal again. You know, there's going to be so many long-term changes. Yeah, but Texas is worse. Texas and Florida are worse than about anywhere else in the country. See how small these candles got on Diamond and SPY? Waiting for that next event here to either move the markets higher or lower. Should be getting some news out any minute now. Within the next couple of minutes, we should be hearing COVID numbers. See how that's going to affect the market. Looking at that resistance, 265.75 on Diamond. Dow's down 100, Nasdaq's down 133, and the S&P is down 16. Tyler, my stop is going to be 265.75 on that day trade. I got it on the Trade Challenge account, pulled up, ready to go right here.
Hey, Stacey, I remember when stocks were clear margins, and it's kind of jarring to see these margins now. I wonder if you're going to prioritize trouble. Is it about margins? Is it about the next jet production? Or is it about share loss for the likes of AMD and Apple?
Well, it's funny that the margin question is interesting. They've been talking margins down for a year and a half, and at the analyst day, and when was that? I don't even remember, a year ago, maybe longer. They actually guided 2021 gross margins to 57%.
Okay, I just exited Diamond ETF on that candle there. Order status completed 0.43. 43 cents out.
Very
10
heavy volume.
contracts.
Genomics, a very heavy volume now. And
Before I was up
Gone
500 and
faster.
some dollars for the day. Took $120 some dollar hit on that. Now I'm up $314.94 for the day.
27%.
Look for that next trade here.
The NGO. And de Blasio now giving his live daily update.
There you go. Here's de Blasio now giving their update, COVID update. Should have waited for those numbers to come out here. Let's see what the numbers are going to be. S&P futures rebound from below 3,200 level. Touch session low at 31.9425. I think Cuomo is much better than de Blasio. Amazon almost had about 100-point climb from the lows this morning already. That's incredible. She might get back up to that 3,000 by the end of the day. Might be a good day trade. We'll take a look at that in the afternoon.
BIOC, Biosep, continuing to spike here, 78 cents now on BIOC off of that tweet.
Yeah, that's gone, Tyler. What did I pay for that? About a $700 hit on that spread.
ISR, India Sandy Romeo getting up hot here.
Vincenzo, are you still trading AMD or did you move on to something else now? What are you looking at? Captain Thomas says AstraZeneca's finally climbing. Wow, look at that big climb there.
The September $5 call sweep now in OPK, Oscar Papa Kilo.
She's still climbing there. That looks really strong, doesn't it? Should jump in for a quick day trade on that. That's got some momentum. I might do that. Cap, you get this week's expo, or do you have next week's expo? 56 going for about $1.55. I mean, that's having a climb off the 20 here. So, you know, she might get back up to that 58, maybe possibly up to 60 next week. You know, she could have a big climb today up to about 57. So, if you want a real trade here, I mean, you could literally pick up this 56 strike for 28 cents. You could pick up the 57 for 8 cents here. And if she has a candle like this and trades side by side here, by the end of the day, she gets up to 57. Those 57s could be worth quite a bit. That's something you'd trade the momentum for a few candles and get rid of it for a quick 50%er. If I was trading something further out like the 57 strikes.
Report that Ontario has reported another significant surge in
Ontario, Vincenzo, that's up by you.
Double the number of
Scary
new
COVID numbers coming out from Ontario.
versus yesterday.
New record highs. Not just United States, you know, it's in other countries. So I hate to see it climb up there, you know, that's where it thrives in that cooler temperature. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on if they should be opening schools or not. Part of me says, yeah, they should for the economy. The other part is, you know, these deaths are climbing astronomically, you know. They don't have the space for the dead now or the people coming to the hospitals. Imagine what it's going to be like in a month or two from now if we don't get this under control. And then if we start sending kids back to school, that's going to blossom like wildfire. And what the news is starting to do now, I noticed on the nightly news, they're starting to show the victims of COVID-19 saying this person had no underlying conditions, dead at 34. And then they keep going in lines of that and trying to put fear into you, you know. But, I mean, they're trying to show the seriousness of this, and it is serious, but I don't think they have to scare people like that either. So that was nice getting out of that diamond put there on that candle with our trade plan. Small loss on that trade. Big gains on the AMD and the SPY puts this morning. So far, we're 2 for 3 for the day. Let's see if we could be higher than that. I think we're going to have some nice day trades here in the afternoon. I like the volatility we're seeing right now in the market. So usually it's been pretty flat. Now we're starting to see some moves. AstraZeneca's looking great there, Captain Thomas. Amazon, let's see what Amazon's doing. She's still on the climb. Well, let me ask you this, Steve, though. Do you believe the other countries' numbers that are coming out, or do you think that they're inflating them or something, too? I mean, how could you not believe all these other countries? And if anything, you know, I would think Trump would want to say, hey, the numbers are lower rather than higher. He doesn't want to say, hey, we got, 20 million people with COVID, congratulations. He doesn't want to be known for that. So if anything, I think it would be the opposite. He'd want the numbers to decrease or be lower. And that's why he stated, hey, I want to decrease the testing. So I think the numbers are accurate. I think there's more than actually what's being reported. But you know, the death rate isn't as significant as it was back in February or March when we first thought it was higher, like 10%. Now it's still hovering around that 5% area. So this morning, Mackenzie. So this morning on ABC, Amazon's still running there, $29.70. I was looking at this here. So that $29.70 was $19 when I started looking at it here. Now she's almost at 24. So that's about a 20% climb there if I pick that $29.70 up. Only thing is, one contract's going to cost you about $2,300. So probably limit myself to 2 contracts on a day trade of Amazon. There she goes. She's breaking higher again on Amazon. She's going to see 3,000. I should do a, let's see what an Amazon butterfly is doing. Buy to open, call expiration 24. Let's see the 29.90, 23,000. $1.40 to be worth $10 if Amazon gets up to around $3,000 by the end of the day. That's not, and this is something you could day trade. I love day trading butterflies. I mean, you saw that was just at $1.40, right? You could sell that now for $2.20, depending on that candle there. Vinny, I also think we have idiots here in the United States that, you know, blatantly disregard all the rules. That don't want to wear masks, that don't care about spreading it, and they're the ones spreading it. You don't see as many of those in other countries. They're all taking it pretty serious. The other countries have mask mandates, so that's why it's lower. So you have to think that and keep that in mind too. Maybe if we had a mask mandate, numbers would be better. Let's see, Visa. Wow, nice breakout on Visa there. Who's trading Visa? Samson, are you trading it? Who's trading Visa? Elias, you're trading Visa again. What'd you get? What'd you pick up? Samson said he's in a Visa call he got yesterday. He's down. Let's see what did Visa do yesterday. She's climbing off that 10 though. You know, she's near the highs of the day, climbing off that 10. Steve, where do you live in Florida? They were showing on ABC this morning this 90-year-old woman who had COVID in the ICU, and they said, you know, they told the husband, you know, she's going to die today. And the husband said, I don't care if I get it. I want to go in and say goodbye to my wife. And they actually had a video of him holding his wife's hand, and his wife was crying, saying, I don't want to die. I love you. I mean, it was so sad. And then he's holding her hand, and you start hearing the beeps go off on the machine, and then she's gone. Like, that's what the sentiment they put in you know, and it's something to watch. Guys, so the main account here, with our trades, we're up about $420. Nothing major, but a little climb on our spreads that we have for today. Let's see, Overstock, Teladoc. I don't know, Josh, are they? No Florida numbers yet. Honeywell filing shows company cut 7,800 jobs during Q2. They're going to be cutting more. I think recovery is just being discharged from the hospital. Exactly, Avilio. I'm 100%. They should be posting positive stuff too. I mean, our mental health is pretty important, but the news, they're just blasting all this negativity. Hate it. Especially when they show you the bulldozers loading the refrigerator trailers up with dead bodies. I mean, that really shocks you. Not a bulldozer, you know what I mean, the forklifts. The bulldozers they're using to bury them. I guess so, in body bags. Tom, that's a perfect point. Perfect point. He said the chickenpox virus stays in the body and reoccurs later in life as shingles. The herpes virus stays in the body and reoccurs throughout life. How does this virus reoccur in the body? I agree 100%. What's scary was that the AIDS antivirals were showing some effect on this virus, and you know, I don't think that's a good thing. There you go. Florida reports daily corona hospitalizations for July 23rd up 2.57%, 581 from previous day. Deaths up 2.41%, 136 from previous day to 5,768. Cases up 3.19%, 12,444 cases from previous day to now over 402,312 cases. That is not good.
From the previous day.
I just hope these people stop eating this wild shit out in China, you know? I mean, to me, there's no reason to be eating bats and all that weird stuff out there. Especially raw. You know, at least cook it. Kill that virus. Or if it came out of the lab, they need to let us investigate that and see what kind of retributions China should have for that, leaking it out. Yeah, so now you're going to see how these other states start to come out. And watch what it's going to probably do to the market here. Let's put on SPY and Diamond. 1020 cross is starting to come up on Diamond. Curve starting again downward on SPY. Give it a few minutes here. See the news absorb into the market. You know, these numbers weren't even out on the news yet. Remember that. Once they start reporting, there you go. There goes SPY. There goes Diamond. Like clockwork. How do we say that before? Now let's see. So who's out next now? I think it's Arizona, Nevada, and then California. Those are the next big ones. That's a huge climb though in Florida here. I was actually talking to someone yesterday in Florida here, and they said they lost their uncle to it, and now their mother has it. I bet it does suck. Miami is the epicenter down there. Josh, how's everything going down? Look at that breakdown now on Diamond and SPY. Now you see how we talked about this before? The market is totally news driven. COVID numbers are what's moving the market. You got to keep that in mind. Look at that big drop here. We just dropped off about 100 points here in the past couple of minutes. Continuing to drop lower. It was on the phone, Tom. They wanted to meet up for lunch. I said, get the hell out of here. Wells Fargo's up about 1.5% today. Let's see here. Snap wants to turn green. It's flirting with the green here. NVIDIA wants to hold that 400. Comes to move lower. What are you in, Avilio? You jump into those puts?
ASNA is senior retail getting a pop here. 55% today, outstanding November Alpha.
Nike's unusual option activity.
CSLT, Cast Light Health, Charlie Sandy Lima Tango. Hit 125 now, up 15%, CSLT.
CNBC's Workforce Executive Council is a premier group of C-suite human resources executives from leading companies across the country. It offers a members-only portal and chat, with access to broken news codes, social networking experiences,
Welcome back to Squawk on the Street, where we left off before the break. Sarah,
Nice job, Avilio. Sold that at 28%.
again after some technical difficulties just a few moments ago. Sarah, thanks for being with us.
Looks like she's getting another failure here. Consolidation on SPY. Look for a candle with body below 320.50 or above 320.75. Diamond, you're looking for a candle above 265.50 or a candle below 265.25 for a re-entry.
We saw so many different gyms and boutique, exercise brands roll out virtual offerings in that initial wave of shutdowns. Which is a little bit different. You added more of a social element to your offerings as well. How did that help you and your franchisees to weather that storm? And I guess how is that fitting into the business model as these reopenings continue?
Yeah, one of our strengths here at Pure Barre is the way that we engage our local community. And our franchise partners are so passionate about not only fitness, but making sure that we have a home and a safe place to
There it goes, the next big drop here.
Senior U.S. State Department official says process of returning U.S. diplomats to China continues. Chinese side has been cooperative on this issue.
events that we hosted.
Wow, things are getting nuts.
I want to get your thoughts on the decision by Exponential, which is your parent company, to sue Arizona over closing gyms. It looks like a judge actually struck that lawsuit down. The fact that it was brought forth, your reaction, and I guess why it was so crucial to see a suit like that put place in the first place.
Yeah, we believe now more than ever that people need to get back to their workouts to maintain their health and to enjoy the physical and mental benefits that exercise can provide. So our focus has always been the well-being of our members and providing avenues for people to exercise and build their immune system. And right now that's just incredibly critical, not only in Arizona but across the country. So in Arizona we have 11 studios, all of which have opened with strict cleaning and safety procedures. And we are ensuring that our members as well as our staff are healthy and in a safe environment, and that has remained our number one priority. So as we reopen, we introduce contactless check-ins. Some are taking temperatures at the beginning. Of course, appropriate PPE, for health and beauty experience. And we've done a measure of upgrades to the studios to ensure that we continue to have the safest and healthiest locations. And before the example being filed in Washington court, our team at Pure Barre had actually sent multiple letters. We reached out to the governor's office via phone and tweet and did everything we possibly could to engage in conversation. And it's here that we had to go the extra mile in order to get their attention. While we didn't achieve what we had hoped for, the effort did give us some sense of resolve as we continue to advocate for what we truly believe in and continue to stay the course of remaining compliant and making sure that we're
I'm taking a look at the unusual options activity now.
Yeah. And finally, Sarah, I just, for the locations that are open, have consumers been coming back? What does demand look like? And I guess how does that fit into the overall outlook for the boutique fitness industry? I mean, we know a lot of people have now become very familiar with exercising at home, whether it's Peloton or Mirror or some of these virtual offerings.
I'd love to pick up some intel for next week.
What we're seeing so far is that it takes just a couple of weeks for studios to start to really recover their membership base. As an example, we were measuring studio recovery in states that had opened early on, such as Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Oklahoma. And what we're seeing is that as early as April, we were recovering over 63% of our area. In May, that was the studies were recovering. In June, that was even higher. So we are seeing a really great resilience to our membership base. So grateful for all of those who continue to support us throughout the pandemic. And really, the Paychex did a phenomenal job of keeping that community vibe and bringing it back into the studios once we were reopened.
So, here are thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Anytime there's news about a possible lifeline for Brooks Brothers from Simon Property and Authentic Brands, Lauren Thomas, who covers retail deals, joins us to talk about that. Interesting chapter as we continue to see, Lauren, these mall operators offer an helping hand.
Absolutely. No, thanks for having me, Carl. So yes, we broke news overnight that Simon Property Group, along with
Simon Property Group, Spidgy, SPG, is going to be buying Brook Brothers.
$5 million offer to acquire Brooks Brothers.
$305 million. That seems really cheap. It's perfect though. Simon Property, all the Brooks Brothers stores are already in their malls. Not bad. That's big for Simon. Let's take a look at SPG. Spidgy is climbing on that news, guys. Nice climb on Spidge. SPG. Let's take a look. They have the August 21st Expo. Look at SPG go. Let's see, August 60 strike, $5. Let's see when they report earnings. Obviously, if they're making a $305 million bid for Brooks Brothers, not earning that much at their malls. August 10th. So if we picked up the August 21st Expo, that's going into their earnings. We should get an IV run here going into earnings on SPG. There goes SPG still climbing. Even the 70 strike guys are pretty cheap. If you take a look at the 3-month daily here, I mean, she moves quite drastically here. So even the 70 strike wouldn't be too bad if you wanted something a little bit further out. 65 though looks pretty good. At 71, you'd make about 100% return. Ephraim, let's send that out as a trade ID on the app. I like that SPG. And let's talk about that news there. Simon Property and Authentic Brands make a $305 bid for Brooks Brothers, causing SPG to climb a little bit on that news. And let's give out the trade idea, the 60, 65 or the 70 strike here are looking good for the August 21st Expo. And that's going into earnings as well. Let's see, AMD is still climbing, says Avilio. Let's take a look at that. Maybe we could do something with it. I think we're gonna have some good volatility going into the afternoon here. These lights, I gotta get rid of these automatic lights. They shut off every 15 minutes. Skyjack, you win some spy puts? That's a big candle there.
INPX and Pixon just confirmed to be powering Microsoft's Return to Workplace initiative. The CBRE host app uses in Pixon technology. That's INPX, India November Papa X-ray.
INPX, they're going to be using, guys, this is one that you want to jump into. Microsoft just made an agreement with them, going to be using them. That's already up 16%. That's going to rocket higher, I bet. Let me see if there's any options on INPX. No options on it. You could easily day trade some shares of that, though, INPX, for a quick gain. She's getting a nice climb. Here comes the 1020 cross on the 3-month daily. It's not a stock we usually trade, but that's a nice setup there. 160 is going to be resistance. A break above that, you're looking easily at, 180 to that 210 area, which is a nice gain. And with that news about Microsoft, that's a nice trade to hold on to for a while. The shares are dirt cheap, $1.50 a share. She gets back up to that, $10 over the next year or two. You'll be wishing you held on to that. So that's a nice opportunity there. I'd have stop at about $1.10.
NAKD, Naked Brand Group getting a pump in, Redmond Alpha Kilo Delta.
Give it a bit. I could see SPY possibly getting back down to, I don't think 310 today. No way. On the 3-month daily, though, I think that could easily get down to 310. Especially if we start hearing the government shut down again.
25.80. IPOS, India Tango Oscar Sandy indicating $26. IPOs for today.
They should be coming out between 11 and 12 there, Tyler. There goes that INPX again. Another climb. SPY on a 3-month daily. You can see today's just a big doji.
This is going to lead to a lot of satellite suppliers and satellite businesses that are going to want to be near a factory like this. With the land that they have on the east side of town, it's an overclay mining site, kind of looks like the surface of the moon. We're excited to have that property redone, but they can expand that, and we hope and expect that they will. So a lot of this satellite
We should be hearing Arizona numbers next for the COVID. Mark said he just made 40% on an AMD day trade. Nice job. Did you get in on that 1020 cross there, Mark? Nice. Mark followed the trade plan to perfection there. I said, he made a 40% gain on the AMD trade. Did he get in on that 1020 entry? He did. 40% gain there in what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes. Not bad. Good job, Mark. I had to be looking for some quick day trades like that too. Mark said, yes, trade plan worked beautifully. Good job, Mark. Let's do some of those this afternoon here. AMD is still climbing. You could do another quick day trade on that. What a breakout there. INPX2. See how she had that consolidation? Perfect. Where's my Zoom at here? Am I on Zoom? There we go. I see you guys. All right, so here's that consolidation on INPX. It held that $1.50. That was support here. Now you're starting to get that climb here and another nice breakout momentum. So now you're in the bomb phase. Here was your consolidation, NTZ, or consolidation, whatever you want to call it. Now there's that big breakout on INPX. And as more data, or not data, as more news is released to the public about Microsoft and their agreement with INPX, that's going to continue to climb. So nice opportunity there. If you guys are looking for something to grow in a small account, that's a nice opportunity, especially with a good contract from a stable company like Microsoft. I mean, she's up 21% now, 22% for the day. That could easily be up about 50 to 100% by the end of the day with that news. What's Facebook doing? Is that climbing? There we go. Facebook's starting to climb there too. 230. Hell of a move there. I mean, she had a big drop. Looks like it's stabilizing. Anyone get in AMD? Let's see. Avilio said he's back in AMD. What are you up on it? I'm looking at it there, Dex. Here she is, 67.10. What are you guys up on AMD? Avilio says Amazon's back at 3,000. Oh, is it? 290, 29.97. Ah, let's see what that butterfly was looking like now. Should have jumped in that damn butterfly. That would have been a nice gain. At 290, 300. That was going for $1.40 before. It's now going for about $2.50. So, in the normal account today, I was up 420 before. Now we're only up about, let's see here. We're up about $1,022 for today. That's unrealized. So I definitely want to, now we're up about 1,400 here on that continued climb. $1,372 now on that breakout. I want to do some day trading today in the Trade Challenge account. I'm glad we got that up really nice here from that USO. Is anyone actually just trading the Trade Challenge trades, or are you guys just trading everything with us? $3,379.25. Everything. Those of you that are trading everything should be taking classes so you know how to trade the hedges and everything properly. Nice climb here on Facebook, though. That's a nice opportunity for a quick day trade. You could be looking for that to get back up to at least 232, possibly 233. What a pullback from this morning, starting that climb now. AMD is looking good. Retracement down to that 10. Let's watch it hold that 10. Get that next climb to resistance at 67.25. Look at that breakout on Facebook, still going. 245 today, Tyler? No. I wish it would. Tesla moving. 1463. Look at the move on that. A 100-point move. Over a 100-point move from the lows here.
Genesea, GNCA for 20 to
She might get up to 1,500 by the end of the day. Now Tesla. Let's see if we did a butterfly for Tesla. Butterflies are nice for large returns on Expo Day. I won't trade butterflies on anything other than Expo Day unless we got something stable that usually pins at a certain area or has resistance at a certain area that we think it's going to pin at. Tesla, let's take a look at the butterfly, the call fly for the July 24th, and take a look at the 1490, 1500. 97 cents to be worth 10 if Tesla gets up to 1500 today. So 10 contracts would cost you about $900 to be worth 10,000 by the end of the day if Tesla got to 1500. So it needs about a 40-point climb there. Do I think that's going to happen with Tesla? I don't know. I really don't know. She was down 7% today. She was down much more than that, actually. She was down, over 10% today. Now she's only down about 3.5%. Definitely has room to run. Nice thing here, though, is we're getting a nice climb in the account. Now up about almost 1,700 for the day. She's still climbing. Up $1,635 today in the regular account. Day trade or the trade challenge account, we have a gain of total realized gain of $314.94. And that was from closing out. Let me see order status. Okay, we closed AMD this morning at 360. We had a nice profit on that. Ephraim, what was the gain we had on that AMD trade challenge trade? $67%. That was nice. And then we closed out our SPY put. We had a gain on that. Sold that for 2.07. Then we bought the diamond put at 67 cents. Sold it at 43. Took a loss on that day trade. So far we are 2 for 3 with the day trades or the trade challenge trades today. Want to look for a good trade for the main account here, but markets are pretty choppy, so capital preservation is really important in choppy conditions like this. Stick with those day trade opportunities that you're seeing on those breakouts and breakdowns. AMD's right at the 20 now. This would be the confirmation candle that this is breaking lower here if this candle is red, the body red. Let's see, Google. Overstock still holding that 52 area really well. I love Overstock. Like I've been telling you guys, she's in breakout momentum. Look at how she came all the way down to the 10 today. Held that 10 right at around 49 bucks. Climbed $3 from the lows today. Still continuing that breakout. Looking good. Up about 7% from the lows today on Overstock. Another nice climb on Facebook. She consolidated, breaking above that resistance in that consolidation box, and it's running for that 230, 250 to 233 area now. That's going to be the next resistance.
Getting a pop here. Remember Echo Papa Tango.
Overstock close to the highs of the day here. Highs of the day were right here on the 1101 candle. So 3 minutes ago, hit the highs, coming down in retracement at that 10.
PT available at Costco. That's COST and any.
Avilio, now do you see why that confirmation candle is so important there?
Neptune getting a pop on that.
Are you in the AMD call still, or did you get out of that? Look at the pop there on Facebook, 232 now. Still in it? Nice, Avilio. Are you up on that or down? Now, if she fails at that 10, I'd be out. He's down 11% right now on the AMD day trade. Once he gets up to about 67, he should have a nice gain on that. If it gets up to 67. I gotta change this contact in my eye quick. I think I could do it without going to the bathroom. Let me just bring up See if I could do it here quick while I'm watching the market instead of taking a little break. I think
It's interesting, Microsoft, in terms of share of software sales, went from 5 to 40 in 15 years. And looks like it's
Oh yeah, I could do that. Let's sanitize the hands. Nice breakout on AMD. What are you up now on that, Avilio? You should have a nice profit on that breakout. I'm up 2,000 unrealized main account. 7%. He's up 12% now. We need to be looking for about a 30%, 67.25, 67.50. I'd be taking profits. All right, let's try this out. That's looking for another break out there on AMD. You still in it, Avilio? Holding on to it? Yeah, nice. Oh, look at that breakout. What are you up on that baby now? She's going for that 67.50. 30%. Wow, look at how quick there. He had a 40% move there in literally 2 minutes. Love trading options on Expo Day. That volatility is amazing.
Coming up, Intel CEO Bob Swan, first on CNBC, just moments away. That stock down just about 14.5%. We'll be right back.
Cut my nails a little bit first before I put my finger in my eye. Amazon, $3,002. Wow. What is that? $29.70 going for now. Let's see what that quick call fly is doing too. We talked about $29.90, $3,000. Almost at $3 now. That's $1.40 when we were looking at it. $2.60 or $3.60. That $29.70 we were looking at, that was $20, well $19 when we looked at it, now $45. It was $19 when we looked at that, remember? $20 for that $29.70 would have made over 150% gain on that already. Wow, it's 11:15, guys. I got a class at 11:30, so gonna have to wrap this up. I want to go live earlier though than 2, so let's do that. Accountant's gonna be here about 12:31. Got to get the corporate taxes done. Had to file an extension. So let's plan on that being back by between 1 and 2 there. So I'm going to be back between 1 and 2, and we're going to be looking to day trade the trade challenge account again. Sound like a plan, guys? Avilio, that AMD is still looking good, holding that 10, holding that 67.25. I mean, when you get up to that 67.50, you should have about a 40 to 50% gain. Oh, he's out at 30%. Nice. She might get up to about 68 today. If you want to jump back in, look at that 68 strike. That 68 strike you can pick up dirt cheap. We're up about 1,700 now. Looking good. Alrighty, guys, I gotta go get ready for this class. I gotta go change this contact quick too. So I'll see you guys between 1 and 2, and we'll be doing some day trading. Also, I want to talk about we're gonna be doing our normal weekly classes here too. Finally got the platform ready to use for that. I want to show you guys how to use it. Alrighty, guys, I'll see you probably between 1 and 2, hopefully even earlier. So talk to you guys then. Take care. Bye bye.
The idea that you went to school for 4 years between the age of 18 and 22, and that's going to serve you for the rest of your life, that's ridiculous. It's no longer a real concept. You need constant education.
And guys on YouTube, if you guys want to come join us and trade live with us in the afternoon, please go to breakingchartalerts.com, sign up, and we'll see you in the trade room. Go to live trading if you want to come to the trade room, live trade room. If you want to go live on video with us, you'll need to be a pro trader member and click live, and you'll come live with us here. Alrighty, guys, take care, have a great day, and I will see the pro traders in the afternoon here for our afternoon day trading session. Alrighty, guys, take care. Bye bye.